Yo, yo, yo. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Sheila.
Welcome
Meow.
to the
Meow,
Degenerate
meow.
Nation podcast.
Yes, I'm Rudder. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
I'm here with Wendy, who's eating sausage with her cats, surrounded by cats, sharing the sausage with cats.
Morning.
Morning glory. How's it going?
Yep.
How many cats you got in there?
Virus that is from. Yep. Those. Four.
4 cats.
Four.
Okay, that's nice. So 4 cats is breeding a new
Four.
virus, and that'll wipe
Four
out the
cats.
earth. Nice.
They have to lick the sausage, and then I eat it.
They lick it and you eat it.
And then I'll throw it up, and they'll eat it.
Hey, what happens when they poop it afterwards?
Tastes like chicken.
You eat it, and then they snort your poop. Finally, your dusty, dried poop.
That explains the paw prints in the toilet bowl.
Yes.
You don't ever wash the toilet, so it gets that nice hazy brown scum.
No,
on the
never
bottom,
wash
it's
the
kinda
toilet.
slippery.
I didn't wash the toilet
No,
very
so-
often in college, and we tried to
No,
use Coke
no.
one time, and it actually worked. We cleaned the bathroom floor with like Coca-Cola and the toilet with Coca-Cola. It was hilarious. It was just
I
like
think that works.
watching pubes just spread from Coca-Cola. It was great. Oh, I forgot you're eating. You're gonna throw up all your sausage, and the cats are gonna eat it and poop it, and
I'm
you're
a
gonna eat it.
pubic hair floating on the soda.
Yeah, I mean the
Pubic
life of a
hair.
pubic hair, a straight pubic hair, like it had quite a half life there on the toilet
Wow.
lid. It's disgusting.
Extra fiber.
We paid a girl like $10 to clean our bathroom once. It might have been more than that.
Did she pay you or did you pay her?
See, that's the thing. We should have got some freakadeek to pay us to clean it. But instead of doing that, I should have been like, "So what's up on us hanging out?" She was cute.
Right.
She was like, she
Oh,
starred
there you
in
go.
Anne
Well-
Frank in a play, and the guys on the floor went to see it mostly because she was cute.
What did Anne Frank use for a bathroom?
Anne Frank just took a dump on the floor. Was
Oh.
there a bathroom up there in the attic?
Isn't that what the bookcase was used for?
There's a bookcase. They hid behind the
That's
bookcase.
what actually. The bookcase is what actually hid the door to the upstairs.
Oh, where did she have her first period?
I don't know. Was she still in Amsterdam at the time?
I don't know. Why did I say that?
I don't know either. I don't know.
I just you made me think about where she went to the bathroom in the attic, and I was like, well, what else happened? Like I forgot. It's been a while since I read that or saw the play, so. And also,
Yeah, and
when
they
I think
never
of her, I don't
actually-
think of the suffering as much as one should. I think of this cute girl from college that cleaned my bathroom, like being in this play as Anne Frank, and I was like, that's Anne Frank, and that's very skewed. I'm a very stupid person.
No. The only one that survived was her father, right?
I guess I don't remember the end of the play, of the book,
So
but I can
yeah,
surmise
I don't know what
it.
happened I suppose when you're in that kind of a situation and you're locked in a room for God knows how many months, there's only going to be one survivor. I mean, that's just the truth.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So, what do you eat when you're up there too?
I mean,
Maybe
they
that's
were
the
they were
answer.
getting food. They weren't eating like mice and shit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about them going to the bathroom and having their period and stuff, and they kind of create their own food as they go along.
That's true. That is true.
Mm.
Speaking of surviving, I actually I got the virus, a vaccine, not the virus. They got the vaccine.
Ooh.
This is round one.
Ooh.
Round two is
How are
in a
you
couple
doing
weeks.
after that?
Oh, it was good. You get a little drowsy and a little sore from where they just several hours later from where you get the shot, you get a little sore. And I was drowsy, but I couldn't tell if it was the shot or if it was like my natural state or being around the psych meds, and then varying energy levels that vary very frequently anyways. Like, I was like, I don't know, but this sucks, I'm tired. Because I was going to write that day, and I didn't get enough writing done. But I was like, you know what, I'm inoculating myself. It's cool.
Oh yes,
yeah, so I recommend. So
that's cool.
My brother was.
Yeah, I find that whenever I.
My
get
brother
cold,
told
too,
me
I
like.
get sore, and.
Yeah, my brother told me he's like, yeah, don't go on your podcast and like make jokes about the vaccine and be like and encourage some lunatic to not get it or something, So get it, fuck it. It's just your body. Who cares? What you eating? Sausage still?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Kitties eat some more.
You poop? Hash browns.
They poop and you poop. I'm having hash browns pretty soon too. After this shit is over. So what did you think of the whole
cat turd on my toast?
What do you think of the whole power turnover? We got a new person in there, huh?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, there's not much I can do about it over here in old Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, okay, I've noticed people just pretending like it's like the brand new era and stuff. Like, it's kind of the same because we're still in this whole pandemic thing. And it's not over, and it's not going to be over for quite a while. So it's like, why don't we just hold this guy to the fire right away? He's got, 6 months of lucidity left before he gets his full-scale dementia? I mean, come on. Like, hold the guy accountable immediately. Immediately. That's what I think. I think we need to just be like, there's no grace period. You're just like, well, you wanted this job here. The job is you have to do things constantly. You're working 12 hours a day probably. I think it seemed like Bush and Obama had the best sense of balance of their life. Like, after they had their family, and Obama especially watched. He stuck with his hobby of basketball and stuff like that. And it seems like a relatively, regardless of your opinion of his politics, and I have mine, you have yours, everyone has theirs. The balance there with his family and his normal person thing of basketball, it's got to like be good. And you had Trump just tweeting all the time and stuff, and he hadn't have no balance. And this guy's got he's got like 6 months left, so to live without his brain going away.
As long as he is still capable of reading the teleprompter, I am happy.
Yeah, I make no illusion that he is running the show. He is not running the show.
None of them ever are.
No, and that's not like a conspiracy theorist. I mean, the dude is not lucid very often, and he's got his aides and his administration that he's put together, and Harris and stuff, and he's not going to be fully running the show. And that's okay, but whoever's running the show needs to be held accountable to get us out of this thing, or else you bring in the next person if it's still going in fucking 4 years or whatever. That's how it goes. And I don't know, this sense of like ridiculous optimism and shit, it's laughable because they didn't give that to Trump. Other people didn't give that to Obama. Like, so why are we, and to Bush too, because that was a contested election the first time. So why are we suddenly, not making fun of people like I am for having this sense of optimism? Like, today is such a happy day. I'm like, is it? How do you know that? It's not over yet. We're still in this fucking thing. Notice that you couldn't have, everyone's like worshiping this like young poet or whatever. Like, what is she, fucking Maya Angelou? Come on. What did she really do? I didn't listen to it. I don't want to watch ceremonies. I hate ceremonies.
No. Da, 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 da.
Brr, pomp and circumstance. Yeah.
Yep, that's why those graduation robes are so loose. You can do a lot of stuff under those.
Oh, yeah. I beat off at my graduation.
Yep. And they got to make it out of that smooth fabric, so it takes a while for the jizz to soak through.
Yeah. And they're always like a bright, dark color. Does that make sense? Like, like a primary color, it's like a darker shade of a bright color. So like a proud green was ours for Michigan State, and my jizz, it was thin but full colored, so you doesn't the type of fabric, it just held the jizz really well. And those are long ceremonies, so you can get a couple loads off when you're like 21, 22.
I know. I like totally soaked the back end of mine. I was so wet.
You're like, oh, the future's gonna be so hot. I gotta fucking come.
Yes, it's just hot. Or is it really hot? I don't know.
Yeah, there's gonna be no tragedy in my future.
I have no clue.
No tragic events whatsoever. I'm gonna just fucking come to the finish line. Yeah, it's great. Coming to the finish line is wonderful. College, what a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's pretty much just 4 solid years of beating off, and then you're done.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the loads wasted.
Wasted loads.
Just wasted loads of education. You're even worrying about a fucking GPA, like that fucking matters when you're older.
No.
I got a 3.32. But that doesn't matter.
Awesome GPA.
That doesn't matter. And if you're listening, I want you to work hard for your education, to learn. I don't give a fuck about your grades, and neither does the world unless you're in law school or some shit. And why are you listening to us if you're in law school? Go study.
Yeah, if you are, please email us at degenerateenation@gmail.com and get on there. And we need an attorney for this show.
Yeah, we're gonna need an attorney, so maybe you should study and then listen to us.
Right.
Or yeah, if you're in med school or law school, obviously, law school you're just required to keep your grades up, obviously. But in med school, you need to know the fucking material because you're taking care of human beings or animals. So in
creating
veterinary
new viruses.
or creating new viruses. Yeah, you get hired by the Chinese and go create new viruses. Oh God, is that supposed to be Chinese?
Goddamn bat.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bat noise. Okay.
Next one's out of a mongoose.
Yeah, mongoose virus. You just choke the mongoose until it like spits out virus, and you're like, "Here we go. We're killing the world again." And we have the antidote.
Yeah, exactly. What are you using your college education for? Well, I am jerking off animals until I find a new virus.
Could you imagine how easy and hard simultaneously it would be to get a job, depending on where you're going, if you're the scientist that developed the coronavirus?
Ooh.
You're like
resume.
Bloop. Yeah, depends on what evil regime you want to work for next. I mean, well, this is under the fairy tale land where China lets you out.
Oh.
Like they're probably like in chains like Jesse in the last season of Breaking Bad, like making fucking meth. Like making the virus, doing the next one. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not really one to peddle conspiracy theories, but it is just my personal belief that it definitely was created in a lab, just that it's so plausible that it could have, because there's so little information out of that country, and there's just so much disdain for like freedom and humanity within that regime. And they have 100-year plans in their government. 100-year plans. They're so dedicated to like power and ultimate destruction of the enemy that through non-violent means, they're non-war means, non-like traditional warfare means, that they are willing to work for something that'll happen after they're dead, and they don't believe in God. What? You know what that's what you're up against. That is what you're up against. Really. Truly, that is what we're up against. Not we, but you. You, listener, When you're purchasing Chinese-made products, and we've all done it because we've allowed ourselves to make everything in China,
So
that's what you're up against. That's where you're aiding and abetting. Yes, Wendy, go ahead. Speak to me, Wendy.
yep. No, I'm just playing the kitty cat.
Oh.
Speak to you about what?
Do you believe
China?
that? Yeah, China. Do you believe
All right.
China? Do you believe that it was created?
We'll get deep if you want to get deep about China.
Yeah, we can get deep. Oh, fuck them. They're not listening. They don't have Chinese listeners. They're probably blocked there, so I don't care.
I think that it was not developed on purpose. I think it was developed on accident, but then utilized
On
as
purpose.
a tool once
Yeah.
they found out what they had.
Oh yeah. You know what? That makes the most sense.
Because coronavirus has been around for a long time. I mean, it's
Yeah, this is the novel. They call it the novel
so
coronavirus.
they got like 1 through 18 or whatever the heck they got.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet 19, huh?
So I think that they were just doing their normal thing, sampling different foods from the market, trying the bat, and they're like, uh-oh, look what they had, look what we had. Ooh, let's share, because everything, they just automatically sent it to the U.S. because we get everything from China, and they just automatically just package everything up and send it over here, so.
Oh yeah, you know what? I guess happened in Italy.
It was inevitable.
In Italy was, they had it's Chinese New Year. There's a lot of Chinese, not migrant workers, but Chinese
Migraine workers?
migrant workers. It's imported like workers, and they all had breaks for Chinese New Year, and that's when this thing like was taking off, and then they all came back. I heard somewhere, but I'm not citing my sources. Fuck, I don't have sources. But these
What
things
is
like
it, the year of the rat?
it's the year of the rata. It's the year of the bat.
Now it's the year of the bat,
It
exactly.
it was the year of the bat. I don't know what it's the year of this time, but yeah, it was Chinese migraine workers. Good people.
I need the Botox. Oh, hurts so bad. Hurts so bad.
Oh my god.
Ow, pain. So much pain.
So much pain.
Let us share the pain with the world. Ow. Turn off the light.
Turn off the light. I'm gonna go in a dark closet.
All right, I'm going to go in a dark closet.
All right. No, let's keep going.
I know, I can see the light. The light hurts me a lot. Turn off, turn off World Wrestling Foundation. The noise.
We shed our last Chinese listener.
See ya.
We gave him a migraine headache. No, we're powering through this. I'm not done.
How can you tell when they have a migraine?
What? Because they'll say what you said.
They get like, oh. Normally they're bent over in pain anyway because everybody is, exploiting them. How do you tell when they're in pain?
I think they would tell you.
I hope so.
The Chinese migraine workers are all working through their pain. And American teenagers can't do shit. Sit on their ass.
My head hurts. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, I vomit. Oh,
I got a funny story for you, Wendy.
Go for it.
So yesterday, I get to the mall to get ready to write, and I go into
There's
the bathroom.
still malls out there?
There's malls.
That's awesome.
That's what our production company is called, Mall Barons, because we were the kings of the mall.
What
And
do you grease them with?
what's that?
What do you grease them with?
Grease. Oh.
Grease your bearings.
Uh,
There you go.
Mall Barons, like barons,
Oh.
kings. Yeah. So I get into the bathroom and there's these like tweens with fucking skateboards, and they're like just in the way, right? And I'm like, I have to shit. I'm about to shit my fucking pants.
Maybe they're there to clean the bathroom.
No, they're not. You can't clean a bathroom, no
Damn it.
skateboard. And they're just in the way, and I'm walking through. I was about to say excuse me, but I had to poop so bad, I just went whoosh. I just like kind of nudged one out of the way, and he went like whoo, and I go then like I come in and slam the door and block it, and I just drop trot and went just poop my brains out. And then I hear like, he's 12, asshole, pederast, and stuff like, you're a pedophile. It's like, whoa, while I'm shitting my brains out. I look down and it's just like fucking diarrhea from eating like collard greens and ribs and lemonade and coffee, like 2 cups of coffee, and just.
Whoa.
I'm hearing this guy like not even registering. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like not realizing that if you say that in a public setting, like you're setting off like someone could hear that and hear like he's pedophile and like that's not a cool thing to say. Was it cool to push a kid out of the way when I had to take a shit? No, but did I have to take a shit? Would anyone understand if they had to transfer my feeling into their cerebral cortex? No. Or yes, I mean they would. So I would do it again. I would do it again. Yeah, they were like punk skateboard kids, little white kids, 12-year-old.
Well, if they didn't want to get pushed out of the way, why were they on wheels?
Well, they weren't on the skateboards. They were like carrying. They were just in the way. There was 3 of them in the fucking bathroom, and they're just fucking in the way. And I just had a shit. Fuck them.
What are they, girls with their purses, and they all had to go to the bathroom in a group?
Right. Is it powdering their noses or something with their fucking skateboards?
You got a tampon?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Like, I don't care if somebody's guy's first period, like, in my way is going to go down. He's hit. Next time, you know what? My regret is that he didn't hit the ground. Fuck that kid and those other kids. Because, look, I was every boy with a certain personality, some zest to them, was a piece of shit at one point. Or many points in their life. And I was too, and maybe still am. And especially if your only exposure to me is hearing these broadcasts, then yes, I'm a piece of shit. But you know what? I don't care. I'm not in those shoes anymore. I don't care about them. Fuck them.
That's okay. It'll come back around. Someday when he is in his early 40s and he is strung out because he has been, a 7-year opiate addict, and it is just a blessing for him to poop in the first place, he'll finally take one and run into the bathroom, and he'll understand, and he will go back in time in his head and apologize to you.
Yes, and I'm sorry you were in a position where you had to push me, sir. I would have pushed me too. Yes, and then that's how you break your opiate addiction. Good night.